a simple and inexpensive project for overlanding. Okay, Crusaders, we're going to do a quick little project. At least I hope it's quick. And as you can tell, the next project is going to be an ammo can firebox. I have my ammo can, which I had extras. Well, not really, but I took some ammo out so I could do this project. Got my burner, which also came with the gas hose and regulator, which I got off Amazon. I can put the link in for that. I have my hole saws and my drill bit, or my drill, and I went ahead and got, it's a 3-pack of, it's aluminum expanded metal. So I know the expanded metal that's going to go above the flame itself will have to be changed in the future, but I'm going to put lava rock or fire rocks in there anyways. So if I put enough lava rocks in there, I may not even worry about the expanded metal over top of the burner. This is more for the sides, so nothing goes in or out of it other than the flames. So I want to say this 3-pack from Sam's Club, getting in the barbecue section, was maybe $4, $5 at the most. So ammo cans, no idea what they go for. I think around 15 bucks. And this right here was Amazon for 26, I think. So all in all, we're in this, let's say 15, 25. That's what, 40, say maybe 45 bucks. All right, and then when I get the lava rocks, which I think I have some at my fire pit or in one of my smokers, I may just reuse that. So let's just say we can do this project for $50. First thing we want to do is, of course, open an ammo can and take the lid off. The reason you want to take the lid off, if you don't know, there's a rubber gasket in the lids. That's what keeps it watertight. This is a U.S. military issue, so it's all metal. Okay. So the second thing you'd want to do is get a tape measure and measure out what the height of this is going to stand off the bottom. But you would also need to make sure you find generally the center of it. Now, if you notice, if I center this up, it's going to stick out. If I bring it forward just a little bit, which I may, it's the fat part of the burner is going to stick out just a little bit. So we'll figure it out. Whichever way I do it, if you notice at the bottom, there's a screw. I'm going to have to screw that in on the base so it'll stay in place, which will work out fine because if you notice, the can it's actually recessed right there. The reason it's recessed, if you are stacking cans, see that? The handle goes right into the base, so as you stack them. Okay? It's just a little side information. So let's figure out where the center is going to be, where I need to drill my hole so I can put the screw in, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to drill the hole on this end. Okay, Crusaders, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the table and I'm going to measure to find out what the center of this is off the ground, right? So we're looking at 2 5/8 roughly centered. So let me just verify it, 2 5/8. Yeah, 2 5/8. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go 2 5/8 from the bottom. Okay, and then mark that, right? Okay, so I marked it. Now, it's not centered. All right, so we need to measure the front of this. And the front, basically corner to corner, is 5.5. So to find the center of the box, 5.5 would be what? 2.75 inches. So let's go 2 3/4. Oh, that's nice. Right on the 2. All right, so basically right here is going to be center. So what we'll do is we'll drill the hole from that. Now, a smart man would center punch that. I never claimed to be smart. Just incredibly handsome. If you believe that, I got some property in the swamp to sell you. Make sure the drill's going in the right direction. All right, that's a good start. Let's bring out the big boy. So this burner actually has a, where did it go? There it is. It actually has an adjuster so you can let the air flow. So I unscrewed that. And then if you notice, this drill bit is basically the same size. So I don't have to worry about that. I can just put it through the hole and then reconnect all that goodness. So let's get this in. Let's see what we can do. Holy smokes, Crusaders, that seemed to be more of a chore than it should have been, but it got done. And let me say thank you to my youngest Crusader, Corson, who actually grabbed the camera and was watching all that chaos going on the pool deck. So thanks, Corson. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to clean it up because if you notice, there's all kinds of metal and stuff like that. But I'll clean it up and I'll probably burn my hand. But here's the disc. It is a little warm, but you know, it's metal on metal. Of course it's going to be warm. So now I'm going to stick this in through the hole. And let's see what we have. Bam, look at that. At least that got through on the first shot. So if you notice right now, it's sitting in there like that. Okay. So I can do one of two things. That doesn't seem too bad. It's only sticking out. You know, I'm not going to give you man measurements because that's 6 inches, but I'm going to use a tape measure. And it's only sticking out about 1.5 inches. It is 1.5 inches from the far wall. If I center it up, let's see, it's 11 inches, so you're looking 5.5. So right there's 5.5, and that's center, roughly. So now we're looking at sticking out 2.5 inches. I don't know. Do I go with being off just a little bit and this being more flush? Or do I have it sticking out? Let me ask Corson. What do you think, Corson? Sticking out like this or having it out just a little bit? We're looking at a difference of maybe an inch.
I don't really know what that thing is. So.
All right, so I don't know if it picked up on the mic that I'm wearing, but he says, I don't know what that really is, but it's a Firebox that I'm making. and this is going to be where the gas line goes in. So I can either have it closer, sitting more flush to it, or if I center it up in the box, that's more center, so it sticks out about that far versus about that far.
I'd imagine you'd want it to be a bit more recessed.
So closer in.
Probably.
That's what I was thinking too. And then I can bring it in about 1.5 inches from, let's see. Actually, it's at 1.5 inches right now. Let's see that. I think that'll probably be pretty good right there. And then if we do that, then we're looking like this. So we're only off from the center. I don't know. Let's see. So the center's 5.5. The center of that. So we're about 1.25 inches from center if you look at the burner. So I think that is fine. So now the next step is to go ahead and mark where the bottom of this is so we can put the screw in. Okay? And then the screw will keep the burner in place. So let's roughly mark that. Go ahead and pull this out. It helps if you use your hands, not the. Okay. And then, yeah, this is what I'll do. There it is. Let's see if this will work. Bada bingo. Just sort of knock off those rough edges real quick. So now we got a hole in the bottom. All right. All right, Crusaders. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I have see, this is how it is right there. All right, but we'll bring it back and we'll line up the base of this for the screw. Well, the screw is in my pocket. Alright, so it looks like even though it's recessed in the bottom, it's still going to be sticking up a little bit, but that's fine. I'm sure I have some square tubing that I can just rivet to the bottom or self-tap to the bottom, and that'll keep it off the ground. Okay, so now that's on there. It's not too bad. There we go. So that's on there. I may come back and get some aluminum to block this off a little bit better. And then that'll be less flames that come out here. So we have that. See, it's screwed in. Now it's not going anywhere. Okay? I got the propane on. Let me go ahead and okay, I got a flame right there next to that. So let's see if the regulator. Oh, there's flame. What do you think, guys? Looks like it works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get lava rock on top of that, and I'll probably make some other adjustments. So, but I think it turned out all right. Um, just a little fun project. So for basically 50 bucks, you too could build something like this. All right, guys. So Crusaders, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And as usual, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you out on your own crusade. God bless. Hey, Crusaders. What I did for my Firebox was I went on Amazon and I got this cooking rack basically from Cool Camp. And what you can do here is, even with one hand, looks like this, folded up. Okay, you just unfold it. And then now, set your cooker on that. Well, not your cooker, but your Firebox. All right. The discoloring right there, when we were on the trail last, we used it in this configuration on the ground for at least 3 hours. And that's why you have the discoloring right there. That's it. It's just been cooked off. I have high temp spray paint, and I'll eventually get around to sanding it and spraying it with the high temp paint. But that's a cool little feature between this rack and where the burner sits. The burner sits about up here. That should be enough height for any state or federal regulations for any forests. All right, guys, it's a cheap little addition to this for not much money, and I'll put a link in the description. This is the Firebox being used on our last overlanding trip. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and I hope to see you on your own crusade.